Welcome back, guys, for another video. Today what we're gonna do is talk about the best teams, which is a highly requested video. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the best teams possible in All-Star Tower Defense X. Let's go. By the way, thank you to your support because we are now at 57,000 subscribers, and the giveaway for 57k subscribers is going to be two, and the first one has already started. The first one is for VIP, the second one is for permanent speed, and it is now ongoing on our Discord in the giveaways area. As you can see in the side right there, giveaways. So subscribe and join our Discord to be part of this giveaway, but also by subscribing you get to be part of our original 100k subscribers. So yeah. Okay, so I kind of made my notes for this video because I think it's going to be very important that I, deliver my point as clearly as I possibly can. So the best teams in All-Star Tower Defense X. So what we're going to do right now is unequip all and kind of lay down the basics, right? The basics of how we can form the best team in this game, okay? So this is going to be kind of like the dream team for ASTDX. So there's 6 units for one team, and that means there's 6 slots, and one of those slots is already going to be taken by a farm unit. And unfortunately right now there's only one farm unit in the game, but for most tower defense games, most people usually bring 2 farm units unless it's a very long game mode. So there's already going to be 1 farm placed for your team. It is a requirement for any tower defense. You must have 1 farm, okay? And another one we're gonna mention is going to be Black Stash. Now, the reason why Black Stash is very important, if you watch my previous video, you will see there that he is ranked number 1 in must-haves, and this is because his support capability is insanely overpowered. He is one of the best supports in the game. And no, sorry, he's not one of the best supports in the game. He's literally the best support in the game, and his ability allows him to slow down movement speed by 40% for 30 seconds, which is insanely overpowered. That is just absolutely crazy good. So yeah, Black Stash is amazing and is a must-have for any team, right? For any team. And then after that, the other 4 slots will depend on the game mode that you're doing and the color. So right now in ASTDX, there are certain colors, as you guys can see right here. And if I head on to story mode or any game modes, there's these colors right here that you can see, right? So blue, recommended element to use for this mission is green. For this one's green as well. For this one is purple, so the recommended to use is orange. It's going to depend now, the other 4 units is going to depend now on whatever element you're going to be doing, whatever color you're going to be doing, right? That's going to be what the other 4 is going to look like. However, I want to talk about the best team regardless of element, right? I think most of you guys out there probably wants a team that you can use regardless of the element, so that's what I'm going to be talking about right now. So you have Farm, Blackbeard, and then you're gonna have Aaron. This one's going to be the team that you can bring pretty much anywhere and still be able to clear it. Okay, Aaron, and then after Aaron, Zeke. Okay, Zeke is going to be here as well in this team. After that, you're gonna bring Estet or Etri is her name here. Etri. And then after that, you're going to bring either Goku or Ulquiorra. I will personally bring Goku because Goku is really, really good. And I'm going to show you why I'm bringing Goku instead of Ulquiorra. So this right here, in my opinion, is the best team possible to use. Now, this team can clear both Trial 1 and Trial 2. On normal, okay? On normal, you can clear both of those trials with this team. On strategist, it's gonna require maybe a slightly different team, but both of these teams are insanely good for those trials, right? Both of these teams are insanely good for those. So why this team exactly? Why not Whitebeard, right? Whitebeard's a great unit. Like, I know a lot of people, when I made my tier list, there was a lot of people saying, Whitebeard should be meta, Whitebeard should be this because he's good here. There's a lot of great units, and I think All-Star Tower Defense X right now is pretty well balanced in the sense that most of the units have pretty decent uses, right? So you could honestly argue that most of the 5 stars in the game right now have pretty decent uses in some way, shape, or form because of element buffs and whatnot. But this team right here, the reason why it's the best team, in my opinion, is because it's the most well-rounded. And I'm going to show you why. Obviously, farm is very important in any game mode. Blackbeard, important in any game mode as well, because he is a slow unit, which means he's good in missions, to slow down the bosses, good in trials to slow down the bosses. He's good in story mode to slow down enemies or the bosses if you're struggling with them. He's good in pretty much any game, in pretty much any game mode right now, good in challenges as well. He's also good if there's game modes that are hard against purple. I think the second to the last story mode is buffs purple, so he's good in those game modes. Then you have Aaron, which is great in missions and pretty much the best unit in missions. A lot of people are saying, oh, Ishtar, you should put Ishtar maybe in meta, or you should maybe put Ishtar in this team because Ishtar is a must-have. Ishtar is good in missions, right? Yeah, she is good in missions, but you can still bring Aaron in story mode as an early defense unit or as a shield breaker, right? You can use Aaron in that way because he's a great shield breaker, full AoE on placement, and he's a summoner, so you can use him in a lot of game modes. Now Zeke, a lot of people are saying I glaze Zeke too much. Zeke is one of the first hybrids in the game. I think he's the first official hybrid unit in the game, and Zeke also has one of the best range in the game. Again, he's cheap and his following upgrades are cheap, which means he's a great early defense unit. He can defend early on. The only better defense unit early on than Zeke is going to be Goku. But Zeke is a pretty great damaging unit. His damage is pretty great, one of the best damage in the game right now, alongside his range, alongside his AoE. And because of how good his hybrid capabilities are, you can use him in a lot of places as well, right? Then obviously you have Estet. Now, Estet can honestly be replaceable with other freezes, but the reason why I'm bringing Estet here is because she also has time stop, right? A lot of people might say Ice Queen or Shirtless Magician is better, but Estet has time stop, which is good in a lot of places, right? Good in Infinite. She's also good in Trial 2. So Estet is a better option overall than the other freezes that are in the game right now. Now, some people are gonna say, bro, oh my god, you're overrating Goku. Oh, Goku shouldn't be that high. But Goku is the cheapest 5-star unit in the game and has really great damage, really great range, really great SPA, really great everything. There's not a single weakness that Goku has. A lot of people might say, oh, his damage is so low, but people have to look at his DPS, right? His SPA is insanely low. His SPA is 2 seconds. So while his damage might not look that high, his SPA is insanely low, so that makes his total DPS incredibly high, right? Also, alongside that, he's cheap and his range, and that just makes Goku literally the best unit for story mode because it's a fast game mode, challenges because it's a fast game mode as well, and pretty much any other game modes that are very, very fast-paced. The only game mode that's not fast-paced right now is Trials and Infinite, and Goku can still be used in those game modes. That is how useful each of these units are. You can use them in Infinite, you can use them in missions, you can use them in dungeon, you can use them in story mode, challenges, trials, you can use them anywhere. And for that alone, I would dub this the best team because of how effective they are in different scenarios. So that's why this team right here is the best, because of how well-rounded it is. That's pretty much it. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe and join our Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.